SCP-1268 is a human male of indeterminate race with brown eyes and black hair. While SCP-1268 is capable of basic motor functions and self-maintenance, it does not appear to be capable of communication, nor does it show signs of higher intelligence. It is currently believed to be non-sapient. However, it has demonstrated the ability to use stairs, door handles, and elevators. When left to its own devices, SCP-1268 will wander aimlessly until it is in proximity to a large group of people. In these situations, SCP-1268 will go into the crowd and slowly move through it. During this process, the behavior of those in the group will be altered in a predictable manner. Around 0 to 2 minutes, no effects are visible. Around 2 to 7 minutes, persons in the crowd are visibly nervous, turning their heads frequently and moving more quickly than before SCP-1268 entered the crowd. Around 7 to 14 minutes, persons other than SCP-1268 begin to experience disorientation and confusion. Some will actively attempt to exit the crowd, although most will continue with whatever activities they were participating in. From 14 minutes forward, almost all persons in the crowd panic and attempt to leave the area by any means necessary. Subjects affected this way show a distinct lack of concern for the safety of themselves and others. Anomalous effects will cease after SCP-1268 is no longer in the crowd. The danger of SCP-1268 varies with group size, group density, accessibility of exits, and size of exits. On average, 30% of all persons in a group that has been affected by SCP-1268 will be killed from being trampled or from interpersonal violence. A further 35% will suffer injuries of various severity. SCP-1268 will remain unharmed. SCP-1268 is to be kept in a standard humanoid containment cell and fed regularly. The room is to be monitored by one guard at all times. In the event of a containment breach, security personnel are required to detain SCP-1268 alive if at all possible. However, if personnel deem SCP-1268 an imminent risk, they are permitted to dispose of it by any means necessary.
Most days, I wish I hadn't been given the ability to do anything for myself. It's nice that I can feed myself and use the toilet on my own, for what I hope are obvious reasons. The act of operating an elevator properly is the high point of my day. The moment where I can choose the floor I want is like having a weight lifted off of my chest, and so on and so forth. The thing about agency is that even the smallest drop opens the door for guilt. There are an assortment of very good reasons why I'm not responsible for what I do, but whenever I do anything more than put one foot in front of the other, I can't shake away the thought, you could have stopped yourself. Guilt is the one emotion I've always felt strongly, and it's doing me no favors now. Every so often, I'll try to count the bodies, memorializing them, if only in aggregate, but my body is usually steering me away before I can get a look at everyone. It's a shame, because I'm very good at memorization, always have been actually, and could keep an accurate tally if I was allowed. Now, that has done me favors. My memory is what allows me to write this. Writing still brings satisfaction even when I'm the whole audience. But I digress. My point is, I am a writer, and with some effort I can still do it in a limited fashion. I construct narratives. Here are 2 narratives. The first entails me being placed into a body that goes around and makes people kill each other in a blind panic. I am a decent person, and I find this very tragic, and I wish that it wasn't happening, or at the very least that I was not forced to participate. Even the faintest whiff of agency is enough to make me doubt and blame myself. It happens anyways. The second entails me being placed into a body that goes around and makes people kill each other in a blind panic. I am an evil man who takes great joy in this, only wishing that I could take control of my body and do it more often. Every moment where I can move for myself gives me hope that this might happen. Things proceed as normal. You'll notice that empathy and decency only cause me anguish. I doubt they alleviate the pain of being crushed under a pile of screaming humanity. My teachers always said that a logical, detached perspective was one of my strengths. There's a moment when the crowd's fervor reaches its fever pitch where I have a chance to express myself. Not speech, unfortunately, but whatever I'm feeling comes out. If I let it, I'm tired of crying. Maybe I should laugh